NA.
Why We Sleep, by Matthew Walker, describes the importance of getting enough sleep, both in quality and quantity. This video will outline the key points in a few minutes. What happens when we sleep? People go through 3 types of sleep, called phases, throughout the night. These different phases require different amounts of time spent sleeping to initiate, and have different benefits. Deep sleep is when your brain develops long-term memory from recent waking experiences. Not getting enough deep sleep will result in a worse-performing memory overall. Light sleep is when the brain sorts and deletes information that isn't necessary. Both deep and light sleep are also known as non-rapid eye movement, or NREM sleep. Logical functions are relaxed and memory is active. This is essential for brains to stay healthy and for people to retain information. REM sleep, known for the phenomenon of a person's closed eyes moving rapidly, is the third phase of sleep, when the brain examines stored visual, audible and emotional information to generate meaning. This is when dreams occur, and people who are woken up during or shortly after REM sleep remember their dreams more. In this phase, our brain's activity is most similar to when we are awake. Our learning functions are active and our brain is parsing information to create understanding. If we don't have enough REM sleep, then we will degrade our ability to reason and learn. Better sleep translates to better overall health. We need a significant amount of time in each sleep phase, and each phase needs to run its course. Multiple sleep cycles occur during a healthy amount of sleeping time, and it is best to not interrupt them if possible. If our brains are functioning better, then the rest of our organs also benefit from better management. The most obvious advantages of better sleep are a greater ability to pay attention, greater mental sharpness, including the ability to recall and put information together faster and solve more complex problems, and a stronger immune system to overcome illness faster. Losing 2 hours of sleep per day adds up to a whole day of sleep loss in less than 2 weeks. After 15 hours of being awake, our brain has built up enough adenosine to require 8 hours of sleep to clear. This is why it is ideal to have slightly more than 8 hours of sleep per day. Not getting enough sleep has immediate effects. In addition, sleep deprivation leads to psychological difficulties including worry, anxiety, paranoia and emotional instability. These are signs that our brain function, and our overall health, is suffering. Even if we sleep for long enough, high alcohol consumption impacts the brain's ability to go through the 3 phases, meaning that we wake up at a disadvantage mentally, even if we wake up later. If we don't have enough time to dream, then our waking experiences will weigh more heavily on us. Any trauma will stay with us longer, and our ability to be creative and solve problems will be reduced. It can also damage our ability to recognize faces. Our brain needs to dream to keep these skills and abilities honed and sharp. In addition, driving tired is more deadly than driving under the influence of all narcotic substances combined. So how do we achieve peak sleep? Some ways to sleep better include: exercise in the morning and avoid exercising in the afternoon and evening. Maintain a routine of going to bed at roughly the same time each day. Don't take naps after 3 p.m. This will have a greater detrimental effect on your longer sleep the following night than the benefit you gain at the time. Don't toss and turn if you can't sleep after a few minutes. Begin a ritual to relax your body and mind before it gets too late. When trying to induce sleep, it is crucial to empty your mind. Take a warm shower, stay in the dark and avoid screens, and do relaxing activities like reading, meditating, or sitting quietly in a warm environment. These will lull you to sleep. If your brain is really active, consider using an ambient noise like rain, white noise, or even gently murmuring voices to give your mind something simple to focus on, instead of whatever anxieties it is recalling. Cut caffeine down as much as possible and especially avoid drinking anything caffeinated in the 8 hours preceding sleep. Don't eat heavy foods at dinner time and avoid alcohol. Move heavier meals and drinking to earlier in the day. Cultures which favor lunch as the main meal over dinner show better sleep patterns and healthier attitudes to their workday. These days it is difficult to balance work, our physical, mental, social and financial needs with taking 1/3 of our time to sleep. However, the benefits of sleeping enough make it by far the biggest, and easiest, investment in your future health that you can make.
MA